Movie Burner Entertainment, also known as MBE, and you're probably wondering why I'm on just now instead of later on at night for you guys. Now, one of the reasons for this is I'm actually on my lunch break, for anyone who's wondering why I'm on just now, and John's not here, he's out working. But it's just to give you guys an update on what's been happening with the channel and what we'll be doing going forward as well. And I put out a question on our community the other day, because we're looking for suggestions to what we want to do next on our watch along series. And we're both aware that Mirzapur and The Family Man season 3 is just around the corner, and we're not really want to commit to doing any web series at the minute. The reasons for that is because we're doing Andor for our Western audience, and if we were to commit to Patal Lock or something like that just now, and Mirzapur and Family Man drop, it'd just be too much for us. So we're looking for movie suggestions, and to be fair, you guys have come back, you always come back with great suggestions. Some of the things that obviously you suggested we've already watched, but nevertheless, you know, I'm just going to read out some of them actually. Ritik, he says best movies in their genres. We've got Rang de Basante, which is a modern history film. We've got A Wednesday, which is a thriller. Now, just excuse me for my pronunciation at times, guys. Zindagi na Malege Dobara, which is a chill vibe. That's a new genre for me. We've got Bag, Mika Bag, which is a sports biopic, which John and I love. Both of us, we did Dangal, Amir Khan film 2 years ago. Really liked it. I think it was our first film for Amir Khan, I'm pretty sure. The wrestling film, which was fantastic. Both of us reviewed it with our good friend Ruth about 2 years ago. Maybe not, maybe a year ago. Feels like 2. But yeah, we do like our sports biopics. So yeah, another one he suggested was Bajario Mastani, which is a war history, and Padmavat. We actually did Padmavat, John and I think it was one of the first ones we actually did. Obviously that comes under the war history genre. And we've got PQ Life as well. So thanks for that, Ritik. Really appreciate that. Obviously, we always read our comments, we always read the suggestions from you guys, and we do take note. So yeah, Patal Lock, obviously we explained that we can't do any web series at the moment, but yeah, I mean, it's one that we do have. John's actually created a thumbnail for it, funnily enough, because we did put the poll up a while back. I think it was just before we did the last movie. We did the poll, and I think Patal Lock was very close, so we are going to do it. We have got the thumbnail ready, so it's just a case of us filming it, watching it along, etc. But the one that keeps coming up is Antuddin, which is one that so many of you guys have requested, and it's certainly one that we do. I think we did the trailer reaction for it actually, so we do like the look of it, and yeah, I mean, it's certainly on our radar. I think by tomorrow or Wednesday we will confirm what we're doing next in terms of our watch alongs. But yeah, Jennifer Lauren, she suggests that we do Gangabai, which we did react to. I think we did 2 reactions for that teaser and the full trailer, if I recall. So we like films like that as well. But yeah, I mean, the web series we do like, but it is a huge commitment. It does mean that it's probably about 3 weeks worth of content, which is fantastic because we do like them. They're always at a high caliber. First one we did was Scam 1992 2 years ago, and John and I were blown away with the production value of that. We just loved it, you know. We thought that it's something that we've never really seen before, certainly from a Western point of view. We see a lot of web series, TV series that maybe have about 24, 26 episodes, and they still don't really nail the narrative, whereas when we watch Scam 1992, we know it was based on obviously true events, but they seem to tick all the boxes in that sort of condensed time, you know. So yeah, I mean, we do love our web series. It's not that we're knocking them or anything like that. We do like them, and we want to see more of that. So yeah, I mean, it's just a case of, you know, getting in there and doing the films at the moment, because as we said, you know, we've got we're in the midst of Andor at the moment, and we really just want to make sure we get all that done. We want to make sure we're doing stuff on our Patreon as well, which is early access for any of you guys know. I will put a link in this description after the video's finished for our Patreon. And to let you know, guys, anything that this channel makes from the ads, the ad revenue from direct from YouTube or from my Patreon goes back into the channel. It helps with the maintenance of equipment, etc. like that. So it's just to let you know that we don't want to put these things in place, but sometimes obviously wear and tear on camera equipment, lighting, that kind of thing, you know, software, it does go a long way, and we do appreciate it. You know, we really are grateful for the great community that we have. And as we approach 17,000 subscribers, it's only going to get bigger and better for us. John and I are going to be sitting down later on this month to sort of plan out 2023, where we want to do more out the theatre reactions, that kind of thing. So we're going to need to get some remote equipment for that. Maybe interview some of the audience members as well, if we can get that on board as well. We really want to take the channel to the next level, if you like, and we feel that that's probably the best way to do it. I know that I'm obviously in portrait view at the moment. It's because the camera won't allow me to go landscape, so that's why you're seeing it in this view. So excuse that if you can, but yeah, so yeah, that's the reason I thought I'd come on today, just to give you guys a brief update on what we're doing. We are going to continue with our Andor watch-alongs at the moment. We're halfway through that at the moment, and we're going to continue doing the films. But I think at the moment it does look like we're going to be doing Anta Dun, but that will be confirmed over the next coming days once we know which platform it is on to get. So I'd just like to thank you once again for joining us in this very short video. It's very unprofessional. It's not the studio, don't have the lights, they don't have the professional cameras, but I'm on my lunch break. Hi Shabam, how you doing? Yeah, not too bad, mate. We're just giving you guys a wee update. Pardon the Scotch, but yeah, just giving you guys a wee update on what we're doing and what we're going to be doing going forward as well. We're looking at obviously the suggestions that have been coming in on our community tab, the post that we made 3 days ago, and special ops is another one that's coming up. I know that Parag in the community, he suggested this. He says this is a masterpiece alongside Mirzapur and Family Man. Special ops is up there as well. Deepak, he says Surayri Pottery. We actually did review that last year. There's a full version on our channel, and there's a shorter version which is a more condensed sort of summary that you can find on the playlist under reviews for Surayri Pottery. We thought it was a fantastic film. Again, you know, we're just looking at different genres. I know Tumbad keeps coming up as well, a horror film. We actually did that as well last year with our good friend Ruth. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those things we do like. Particularly John and Ruth like the horror genre more than myself, but Tumbad was a very good film, a very well executed horror film, and that's the kind of things that we do like to see. Aman says, please react, Tumbad best cinematic experience. I can imagine that in the cinema being a fantastic watch. But yeah, the review's there, it's in there in the movie review playlist. So yeah, we could do a poll. Yeah, that's a good shout. I think, you know, we always try to leave it to the community as best as possible, and it might be that we might put a poll out, who knows. But again, yeah, Patal Lock keeps coming up, Special Ops keeps coming up, again, web series that we do want to do, possibly, it really depends. We're not really getting any feedback from any of the news sort of vendors on when the Family Man or Mirzapur season 3 is dropping. You know, there was rumours saying it was going to be October, November time, but we are reading things now that it could be early next year before it's out. I would imagine it's probably the pandemic that's held these things up, but yeah, I mean, you know, we're open to suggestions anyway, but that's a good shout, Shabam. We might do that, you know. I think You know this is my first reaction channel. I loved it, nice and honest channel, lots of love. No, we appreciate that. It's always good to see, you know, the community and giving us feedback and how we're doing. You know, and we try to respond to everyone as, you know, quickly as possible as well, because I think you guys are what makes the channel, and it's really appreciated. John and I talk about it all the time, that we're so blessed, you know, to have such an active community. I've seen so many YouTube channels that have got so many subscribers, and you know, they don't have anyone, you know, to interact with. And it's unfortunate that our live shows drop at a later time for you guys, obviously in India, because I think it's maybe about 3-4 in the morning. But it's the only time that John and I can do it, because we both have full-time jobs. I'm actually on my lunch break at the moment, and yeah, I mean, it's just one of those unfortunate things. So I might be doing some more live stuff like this going forward. Obviously, better equipment set up, not just on my phone. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the Noob Gamer says, please watch Yeah Jawani Hi Diwani. No one has reacted to that movie. I'm really looking forward to your reaction. Yeah, again, you know, John and I, after we do the live shows on the Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, John does the solo show himself. It's one thing we do is get down in the comments section, and we always look to see what you guys are suggesting. So yeah, the Noob Gamer, we'll certainly look at that. We'll have a look and see if we can react to that. If we like the look of it, we'll certainly put it on our watch along list, because it is movies we are looking at the moment. We've actually just dropped a couple of part 1, part 2s of the new Marvel film, which dropped on Disney last week, Werewolf by Night. Both of us enjoyed that very much, and because it was only, I think, 48 minutes long, we were able to sort of split the difference on that one, get it out very quickly, so that's the reason that's out just now. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that it's just whenever anything drops, we seem to be a wee bit late to the party because of the time zones. UK is sort of in a difficult place for any trailer dropping, because normally when the stuff from the US drops, it's normally about 4 in the morning here, so we totally miss it. So the time that we put our reactions out, every sort of man and their dog has already done it. So, and it's always the same, you know, with your trailers as well over in India. You know, it's just the time zone thing, and we do it as quickly as possible. And yeah, so yeah, any suggestions, always appreciate it. Shubham, you said, we all know it's hard to upload full movie reactions on YouTube. Thank you so much for your hard work. Well, it is, you know, and pardon the squeaky chair, by the way. That's another thing I'll have to invest in, is a comfy chair. But I think, yeah, I mean, it's very difficult, but I can't take the credit for that. John does the editing. I kind of just turn up on the day of recording. He does the editing, the graphics, and puts it all together, and 9 times out of 10 it comes through, it's fine, it passes. But there's always that one where it has to go back maybe 3-4 times, and it's really frustrating. He watches the episodes, if it's a web series, a lot more than me. I see it once, he says it maybe about 3 or 4 times as he's editing, and the same with the films as well. So you can imagine for John, it's a lot harder for him, because he's it's all in his hands basically, you know. So yeah, so we appreciate it. Yeah, we know you guys know it's hard work, but at the end of the day, it's enjoyable hard work. We wouldn't be doing it if we didn't enjoy it. We've been doing it for 4 years now. Yeah, I think 4 years. So it's been a long time. So yeah, Praveen, hi guys, how you doing? Yeah, it's just myself today, Praveen. John's actually out working, so we will be doing our movie news live show later on tonight, probably about 10 o'clock UK time. Yeah, not too bad. I'm on my lunch break at the moment, actually working. So yeah, it's just giving you guys a little update. Appreciate the live chat as well. Wasn't expecting anyone to come in. So yeah, I mean, anything you guys suggest, we'll obviously take on board. But yeah, I mean, I think that's it for now anyway. It's obviously always a pleasure to catch up with you guys, and I might do more of these, you know, obviously a better setup, and definitely won't be in portrait mode going forward. But just thought I'd give you guys a little update, and thanks once again obviously for your support. We really appreciate it, and we'll just continue doing what we're doing. But any suggestions, whether it be watch alongs, reactions, anything you guys have seen in the news that you might want us to talk about, we always appreciate it, you know, and I think it's just one of those things. I think we've just got to keep our communications in a two-way stream. So really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys later for more watch alongs, more reactions, more reviews, and more